Hello, students. Let's do the jazzed up camo pants. Solve each absolute value equation. Provide the smaller number first. Remember, you cannot do the little absolute value trick until everything outside of the absolute value symbols has been removed. So let's start doing our math as if this were a regular negative 3x plus 15. And then at the end, when we have the absolute value of x, we can do our little trick. So here we go. I would subtract 15 from both sides. Minus 15 from both sides. Rewrite negative 3 absolute value of x is going to be a negative 12 minus a 15, which I believe is a negative 27. Divide both sides by a negative 3. Have the absolute value of x is going to equal a positive 9. Good. Now, if you ever have an absolute value that equals a negative, you would automatically say not possible. Okay, if the absolute value of something can't be negative, right? So after you do the absolute value, you can't have this equal a negative. But what numbers could go in for x? What numbers have a distance of 9? A negative 9 does, and a positive 9 does. Again, provide the smaller number first. Negative 9 is the smaller number. Here we go. Now, if you see, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do the exact same combination of numbers, but I slide the symbols around, and I also give you a different variable, not that big of a deal. So now the only thing we can do for this second problem is the only thing outside the symbols is the negative 3. Remember, the only things that you can treat normal are anything outside the symbols. We treated this 15 and this 3 like normal equations. Now we can only treat this negative 3 like a normal equation. So divide both sides by a negative 3 to get rid of it. The absolute value of y plus 15 is going to equal a positive 4. Yeah, I think so. The negatives will cancel. So again, anytime your absolute value equals a negative, you would say no solution, but we're good to go here. So here's the trick. Okay, this y plus 15 has an absolute value of 4. That means y plus 15 equals 4, and y plus 15 is also going to equal a negative 4. Okay, so when it's a plain x, that plain x would equal the negative and positive. But when there's stuff inside the symbols, the stuff equals the positive and negative. Okay, so you just have one little bit more of a math problem to do. I like to kind of do it at one swing here, so I'm just going to go minus 15 to both sides to get rid of u and u. Minus 15 to both sides, so everything cancels. So we have y equals, so I'm basically doing the same step. You got to get rid of a plus 15 by going minus 15. So if I just write it once, I can save myself some time. But then I just explained it, so I guess I just wasted some time. Hey, what are you going to do? So 4 minus 15 would get you to a negative 11. Negative 4 minus 15 would get you to a y equals a negative 19, I believe. Yeah, there we go. 4 minus 15, negative 11. Negative 4 minus 15, negative 19. Okay, so, dilemma. We got to put the smaller number first. Which one's smaller? Think temperature. Negatives are tricky, but if you think temperature, negative 19 is a little bit colder than negative 11. All right, so there you go. So again, remember, you treat these just like anything else. You can't do the little absolute value trick until you get the absolute value symbols alone. Sometimes that takes 2 steps, sometimes that takes 1, but then you'll have extra steps to do at the end. Just, again, sorry about that. Just go nice and slow and smooth, and then everything will be okay. That was the jazzed up camo pants.